I'm alive. Howdy Racer, howdy Hawk. Um, Welcome back to Talkin Tanks. And today we'll be talking about some tanks, you know. Today is the STRV 103B line. It'd be this line, this tank right here. We're not going to start at tier 10, we're going to start at tier 4. Are all the tanks on sale right now? Oh my gosh. I did not know that. I'm going to have to pick one up. I'm poor, but still going to have to pick one up. As you can see, though, the Swedish line starts at tier 4. Used to start at tier 2. Whatever. I'm ignoring you, Mr. E5. Put the tells me to start, and then put the entry screen back up. So yeah, we'll be starting at tier 4 since that's where the tech tree currently starts, and it's what I get battle pass points for. So we'll be starting with the SAV M43. It's a tier 4 tank destroyer. Nothing super special about it. I'll be using the... I don't even know what you want to call this gun. The more consistent gun. The non-derp gun. Because the derp gun has horrendous dispersion and aim time. And I would like to hit my targets. So I'll have 110 alpha, 107 standard pen, which isn't bad at all. 4-second loading, 14 degrees of gun depression, which is amazing. 1.7 aim time, that's great. This thing has no armor. You might get a lucky bounce if someone hits you on the track bits right there. Goes up to 43, backwards 20. Camo for me, because I run the concealed exhaust, is at 31.5%. And with binos, I can only get up to 396 view range because this is a brand new tank. Tier 4 through 7 do not have a crew, so they will be your very bare minimum borderline stock tanks today. But tier 8 and up, we will have all we need. So we're going to do a couple battles in each one today, see how they play. It's been a while since I've played the 4, 6, 7. Actually, it's been a while since I played any of the line except 5. I played the 5 last stream, so today we'll play SAV M43 a couple times, see where we get. Due to the profile of this thing, I'm probably going to play more of a snipey role. Well, that's kind of the whole tank line for you. They're best snipers in the game. I'd say you really start noticing it at about tier 8. In tier 10, it's god tier. It's amazing. Well, let's just get to it. Open up the Twitch on my phone real quick. In case there's stuff that comes up that I can't see. Alright. Oh, this is less than ideal. I do not want this map. Alright, probably gonna go left and see what I can do there. This thing is a chode. Look at this thing. Ugh. I really need to get my computer repaired. I'll probably shoot a message to Orion later to see if he can fix it. Because I'm like looking at my stream over here. And God, it looks like I'm shooting in like 360. Like not even 480. Just, it's so bad. This does not bode well for us. Well, we're off to a pretty bad start, but let's see if we can make up for it at all. Nope. Alright. Well, apparently the steward, I think I hit his gun. I'm just gonna get out of here because this is a losing situation. But I can't leave yet because the Churchill's still on a good amount of HP. I have to help, even if it means almost dying. This is a definitely less than ideal situation, though. What? Maybe I should have used the derp gun. Goddamn. Well, needless to say, I think we're pretty screwed this match. I'm going to see if I can retreat, because this is clearly not going well for me or my teammates. And I don't know how much longer the Churchill can hold off. Oh, we lost everything. Okay, let's see what I can do. Our M8A1 somehow flanked. Looks like I'm gonna have to utilize this tiny bush. I don't really see many other places I can hide. I don't like this. This is definitely not a good match. We'll give it another go. I think this is a terrible map. I also got unlucky. I bounced the fucking M5 twice. That's crazy. not my proudest game. I don't want to peek. I kind of made up for it. Not too much, but it's just bad deployment of the team, and I got pretty banged up with bad RNG at that. We'll wait to see this one out. I'll grab my tank again and we'll go. I haven't played this thing in ever either. But after the way the gun handled, I'm starting to wonder if derp gun is the way to go. Quit giving him your broadside, dude. God, dang, that reload. That reload was insane. Well, I got to get some shots into the KV one, so I'm glad he tunnel visioned on Artie. We'll give it another go, and then we'll move up to tier 5. I did my hit points worth and damage. God damn, my team was not that great. Let's try once more. I'm also cursed with the Win 5 mission I played earlier today and then reset my stuff. And I have lost a lot more than I've won. So, I'm not holding out for wins today. I think I need 2 more, but I just can't get them. I've won 3 of 11 games today. It has not been fun. I did 2 mark my AMX 65T though, so that was nice. Let's go see what havoc I can raise. Much as I'd love to move up further. It was a good shot. I'll give him that. Scared the living Jesus out of me. My worst enemy, the M5. Damn it. Well, on the upside, I kind of have a bit of cover over here now. But I know there's an M8A1 approximately right there. He's definitely in that vicinity. I might be able to move up a little bit. It's risky though, because this thing is just big. Time to get some assist. That was pretty close. Missed him by a thread. Really? Oof, less than ideal. I mean, this is tier 4. I mean, I'm more or less playing this thing to see how it still holds up. I mean, it's chunky. I mean, it's a big target. The 14 degrees of gun depression is really nice. I don't have much other good things to say about it. It's a tier 4. Don't know what else I could say. The gun felt a little trolly, but it wasn't like the worst thing I'd ever put my hands on, you know? No, we're not capping. Get the hell out over here, dude. Pull the trigger, but not fast enough. I was really hoping this guy would just kind of like keep him cornered on here, but no, he followed me and we actually could lose this. What are you doing? This tank is hilarious. Look how small it is. Yeah, but I don't have much to say for the Sav. It's alright. I think casemate TDs are always kind of a risk move, and when they have no armor, even more so. Alright, so that's the Sav. I did alright. But time to move on to tier 5, which is a mix between massive improvement and not so massive improvement. I keep forgetting to pop boosters too, and hit accelerated crew training. Good criminy. I am terrible. Alright. Not terrible though, like I could have done better. I could have done worse. I did my weight and HP again, so I'm happy with that. So this one is the IKV 103. The profile's a little smaller, not by much. You have 12 degrees of gun depression, which is still amazing. And this thing only has derp guns. I believe they both fire heat. Only heat. First gun has HE rounds available. This one does not. I am full gold spamming because it's a 20mm difference, and who cares? I'll take 20mm extra pen for expensive credits. I don't care. It's the same type of round. Why wouldn't I just get 20 mil? It's 20, you know? Lower profile, 300 alpha. I have 140 pen instead of 120. Shell velocity is terrible on this thing with both guns. At 418 shell velocity on most, if not all rounds. On this one in particular, it's all rounds. They go 418 meters a second. That is horrific. It's like watching an arty shell. 1.9 aim time isn't horrific. I'm using improved aiming, so I have 0.38 dispersion. Otherwise, it'd be about 0.4 or more. 1700 DPM. Hit points are pretty low. I only have about 45 more points than the tier 4. This thing weighs 9 tons. It is really light. This thing can get up to 60, go backwards at 20. I'm not running a camo thingy on it, so it goes to 28% camo stationary. And with binos, I can get my vision up to 429, which isn't bad. Let's see what we can do with this thing. It's really trolly. Last time we played these, we did okay. We played them Wednesday or something. I don't remember. But we'll give this a couple battles as well. Hopefully the matchmaking's favorable, so I can actually show how the rounds work. The gun's 105 caliber, which is really nice because you can overmatch all 30mm side armor or roof armor. It is very nice. But we'll see. The lower profile mixed with the 12 degrees of gun depression really does make a difference, though. It's very nice. Not a good matchup in terms of tier, but it's a good matchup in terms of map. I never see this one. Hey, what's up, Mac? Mac the Snack. Y'all are probably playing Hell Let Loose, because y'all are nerds. It's okay, I'm a nerd, because I still play this fucking piece of shit game, right? Let's see what we can do. I'll only be able to see fuck all. Whatever he sees is what I'll see. I fire, I'm pretty much screwed. Assuming that leopard is like... Oh, there he is. Trying to gauge how much lead I have to give especially when they're moving quick. Only way to find out is by shooting and missing. Nah, I can gauge whether it's gonna hit or not. Shit. More hitting if he does. 418 shell velocity is pretty fucking tragic, bro. Fucking artillery has more shell velocity than I do. I don't think there's anyone over here. I feel like I would have taken a shot still if I was spotted. Thought I missed, honestly. Thought I was gonna track him. I'd like to get rid of that scout in mid, but my shell velocity is so ass. And he moves. That's the worst part. I wish this was a map where I could get up close and personal, because I would rather debatably be like a support up front with like a bush in front of me than whatever I'm doing right now, this sniping BS. If I can get rid of that scout, we'd be A-okay. I can't believe I hit that. I am honestly not even... Holy shit. Oh, that was awesome. It didn't kill him, but it still hit and tracked him. I will take that. That was a shot. But I'm not happy about the results I'm about to have here. How is the scout not able to see these guys? Pulled back just in time. One thing I hate about this gun is it is hit or miss quite literally. But when it hits, and I'll take 300 alpha at tier 4. 5? Yeah, 5. That's not bad at all. This went from looking like an overwhelming loss to a very, very possible win. And the thing is, only one Stug has not been spotted. The other Stug is on the other flank, at least last we saw. There he is. Time to go. Should not have been able to hit that, but I ain't gonna complain. No. Ow. Yeah, I like this little thing. It's shell velocity is tragic, but once you learn it, it's really not that bad. It's bad in like long range sniping maps. Technically, this is one of them, but come on, get up there. Yep, there we go. Let's see if I can get behind the KV1, assuming the rest of the team doesn't beat me there. Oh, the rest of the team beat me there. This M10's gonna get himself a fucking 10 kill medal. 9. Damn. The dude was poaching kills, or he did pretty good. I think I hit one blind shot. I think I did hit the Achilles blind the first time. I think I nicked him right before he cloaked. Or right as he cloaked, I should say. So I should have about 1,300 if I did. I did not hit him. Probably tracked him, though. Not bad. I'll take it. Could have done better, but I did double my HP worth, so I will take it. We'll give it one more go. Maybe a little more of a close range map would be nice. The big issue I have with this tank is against tier 7s. 140 pens, not a whole lot. Oh, this is perfect. This is the map I was talking about. I can kind of get up close and personal here. And that's probably what I'm going to do. And it's going to go one of two ways. It's either going to go super duper well, or it's going to go really, 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 really bad. We'll see. Hey, look, an Artie named Fuck What 2024. Wow. I couldn't imagine being so spiteful of the game and still playing. Like, go out of your way to rename yourself Fuck What. Like, I'm gonna spend 2,500 gold to rename myself Screw What and keep playing the game. Like, good going, bro. Good going. This might go really bad, actually. We'll see what we can do. I think I'm going to hang out here. All I've got is this M10 with me, and I'm not enthused. A lot of the mediums have gone that way. Heavies look like they're still making their way into position. So I'm going to wait until I see everything. Or something comes around this corner. Yeah, man. Well, let's see what we can see. Guarantee someone's coming into there right about now. M10's gonna find him. No? Nothing? Close. Close. He was a little slower. Quit fucking peeking. Go ahead, do it again. No, I'm going to make a ballsy move. What? Looked like it went and hit the right spot to me. I am alone, and I need to run. Base is about to fall. Looks like we'll be going to tier 6 a lot sooner than I thought. Well... I had to make sure he didn't follow me. I can't speak for the M10s, but I need to get back to base. I'm hoping I hit a blind shot, but I know that's, wishful thinking. big issue here is that there is 3 tanks over here that... There's only one. Alright, let's see what I can do to harass the cap. And the issue is one of my M10s is stuck in mid. There's a little bit of shrubbery right here. Okay, someone hit his track. But now he's not looking at me. This is good. Someone can see me from mid. Oh boy. Oh, come on. I was like, oh, I might be able to do something great, and then fucking Artie. Whatever, I gave it my all. I'm happy with it. 2 for 2 games in that thing where I do over 1,000, I take it. And I did connect a blind shot that time. I hit the 1M10. Damn. Not bad. Alright. Moving on to tier 6. Got the IKV-65-2. 240 Alpha with the big gun. All my tanks are fully upgraded. This one needs field mods, so I will work on that. Rate of fire is kind of weird at 7, no, it's the reload that's weird. 7 rounds a minute, 8.3, which is okay for 240, I guess, at tier 6. 1.8 aim time, 0.33 dispersion, 1700 DPM, which is meh, it's not bad. 650 hit points, I finally get an HP raise, but you are paper thin at 15 millimeters of armor at the front and 10 the rest of the way around. You are an HE magnet, and as you can see, this thing is quite a bit taller than the previous tank. Weigh 11 tons, 60 kilometers forward, 20 backwards, just like the tier 5. And now I have 27% camo because I'm opting to use IRM instead of a concealed exhaust, and to run binos so I can spot for myself. But that only brings me to 413 view range. So we'll see how that actually works for us. Let's give it a couple rounds.
Sinjid _ joins the bar. Cheers, bro. Another round.
What up, Sinjid? Welcome to my stream and Talkin Tanks. Appreciate the follow. Thank you. It's Minnie. Oh, what's up? Howdy, Minnie. I kind of figured. Mac. Mini Spaz? Is that it? Mini Spaz? I'm still getting used to a lot of the names in the clan because we keep taking in. We clean out the list often and then we take people in. Excellent. I know your name. I don't think we've ever platooned together other than maybe possibly once. I come in and I play randomly. This is a tragic map for this thing, but I'll try to make it work. I don't feel like going to the hill. I just don't. I feel like this is a much worse decision, but I'm gonna do it. Well, welcome to my stream, Mini Spaz. Appreciate you showing up. Ranger sucks with the Jaeger. My most damaged game in the entire... My whole record is with the Jaeger. What do you mean? He can't see me. You know someone's got real bad view range. You believe we have? I think we have once or twice with someone else. I was like last, second, third that volunteered. That's usually the case. I think that's what happened yesterday. I think I popped on and played with Tom and someone else whose name stumps me. Captain, battle cruiser captain. Good crime, we are getting demolished right now. This isn't even a competition. Okay, well, I'm tired of sitting in one spot. We're gonna go get aggressive with the Easy 8. I'm gonna get out of the way before that T6 snipes me from the top. Wanna do that again? Good trade, bro. I don't know why you're spamming gold. Did what I could. Pulled my weight. Not a great match, though. I like Himmelsdorf is probably the worst possible map I could have gotten here. We'll see with this guy's last stand. And then... Oh, he rushed the shot. We'll give it one more go, though. I mean, that's a worst case scenario, and I kind of made it work. I was pretty passive at first, but their whole team went ill. That was crazy. Yikes. Alright, let's give it another go. One more go in the IKB65. Today's just one of those days where I'm not getting a lot of wins. It'd be okay, though. Alright, so one thing I didn't discuss about this tank was pen and shell velocity. In this case, you have 960 with standard, 950 with heat, and no one cares about HE. Your HE pen isn't that much. It's 45. It's really only useful for knocking down trees or the occasional super thin target, such as maybe an enemy IKV 65T. 65-2, my bad. You have 180 standard pen. You have 230 heat pen. This thing can hold its own in a tier 8 match if you take away the fact that you're paper thin. Like, and honestly, I don't think we're going to be able to be here very long because my whole team's going the other way. So I have to hope this guy can see for me. That's not good. Well, this Type 58 is a hero right now. Oof. T-78 must have had a pixel of a shot over there. We cleaned up nice over here. Good cramity. You know, I did fuck all for damage, but... I don't think there's anything else here. I think this was all of them. There might be... Ooh... He is behind cover. It is time to run. Alright, this has been a pretty decent... This is already better than the last match. I've already done a shot extra of damage, plus a little bit of assist. I think the T-78's silly for sitting there with the Su-100Y coming, but hey, I just work here. I think they went back to base. I think the Sioux is still here. But the thing has horrible dispersion. Maybe if I bolt out in front of it fast enough. hole and hit a wall, perhaps? Or a rock. I hit a rock in that case. Oh, he's escaping on the other side. T-78 deserved it. Way better match that time. 1800. It's about 3 shots more. It's kind of hard to narrate these battles because they're sniper tanks, right? Up until you get to about tier 9 and 10, you can actually start getting up front, but I can't. I hate playing like that. Heavy tanks and even some medium tanks have way too big of guns for me to be dealing with. So that was a class 1. We did 1800 in a tier 8 match. I'll take it. But didn't have to face a tier 8 at all, so even better. Knocked out a couple field mods. Very nice. Alright, so now we're going to move to tier 7. This is when the STRV line kind of starts molding into what it's supposed to be. This is the IKV-90B. As you can see, it's kind of a wedge now, which is what the rest of the line will kind of look like. You retain your 240 alpha, you get a faster rate of fire, you get 210 standard pen, then you get heat rounds with 250 pen. Your shell velocity is better at 1275 on standard, 950 on your heat. 10 degrees of gun depression, which is great. Your gun traverse is now extended to about 20 degrees either way. 1.9 aim time, 0.31 dispersion, 2200 DPM, which isn't bad. You are still paper thin. You get a 2mm armor improvement all around, except the front. You can go 65 forward now and 20 backward still. And I have 26% camo. With binos, I have 425 view range, but that is about it. So let's get to rocking and rolling. Give this one a couple battles, and then we'll move on to tier 8. Which tier 8 we will play 1. No matter how unlucky I get, we'll play 1 of the UADES 03, and we'll play 1 with the STRV S1, which is the premium version. And then we'll continue playing 2 in each one. I think that's how I'll just handle tier 8s. I'll play 1 of the tech tree, 1 of the premium, just to show off the premium, and then move on. This is also a bad map for this, but we'll see what we can do. I'm looking for... I actually think the next line I have to feature is a light tank line. I might do the T100 LT because it goes on track in July. So I do have some credit grinding I need to do, so I'll probably not have an episode for another week or 2. I might put it off. We'll see. I also have to, it also depends on my work schedule. So I asked for a couple days this week and got them, so I planned an extra stream. Oh boy, this is crowded. Well, that scorpion's gone. It is a freebie for the center. Meow. Let's see if I can get into mid and rain as much hell as possible without getting hit. Not super confident it'll work, but I don't think they'd be expecting me here, right? Had to take a gun out of the game, otherwise I would have just tried to farm up the T-28. Oh, nice. Too low. I'm getting uncomfortably close. I'm gonna aim where the XP is. XP says hit the tier 8s. Not bad for a Paris game, honestly. I'll take it. I'm pretty happy with this. I expected this to be a next to nothing game. These bushes, though, if the enemy's not too close to them, they really work. Wait. He's gonna come around that corner anyway. Dude got deleted. That was kind of funny. I'm not even gonna play like it wasn't. Alright. For a Paris game and this thing, I'll take it. 2,600 almost. If I hit the Scorpion at all, I got a little more. 3 kills. It's over 3K combined game. Not bad. I'll take it. Oh, that was an ace. Look at that. I'll also take that. An extra ace badge to my collection. It definitely deserves a boost. I did not hit the Scorpion blind, unfortunately. Oh, damn. It only takes 1,000 base to get this thing aced? No one plays this thing, huh? It's not bad at all. 210 standard pen at a tier 7 isn't bad. Some tier 8s don't even have that much pen. Alright. We'll give it one more playthrough. And then we'll move on to the UDES 03. Damn. Aced a stealth TD in Paris. There's something super satisfying about that. This is actually a bad map, though. This is not good for TDs at all. You might get lucky, but... Well, this thing is low profile. Maybe I can make it work. Alright. Kind of gonna go to a typical sniper spot and just wait to see how the game plays out before I find where I want to make my stand. Yeah, this thing doesn't feel bad at all. A lot of my tier... So the tier 8s, 9, and 10 on this line, I do not run an IRM on it. But I just might, because it felt really good last match. The rotation mechanism is very nice. Helps the gun handling, helps the tank turn faster. It just felt really smooth. I don't think we're gonna do okay this time. We're not pushing the south at all, which means I might have to retreat. And if I do, that's really not gonna be good. So there's two mediums not spotted. The T-34-2 and the Poodle. So, there's the Poodle. This gun's in the way. Ah, I still got lit. That's dangerous. I thought I pulled back far enough. The old Dicker Max. It's a fun little tier 6. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to read that in a moment, but it looks like an advertisement. That's not good. I'm running. This flank's lost. So is the other one. My best hope is to get in the bushes and hit what I can. It's winnable, but we ain't holding these flanks very well. What up, Orion? My chat was bugged out for a second. God damn it. I wish they didn't move in without me. I can help. I assumed we were losing. But do I sell 2790s? I wish. I'm so far from trying. I don't even want to try because it's just tedious and I know I'd get angry. This game already pisses me off most days. Why would I want to make myself more angry? Looks like my team's holding out pretty well. I gotta respect it. They are putting up the good fight. So I have 240 alpha, right? All I have to do is connect this shot and I'm set. Oh, I don't even need to... Could love tap them and I'd be fine. Alright. We got a 34-2 and 2 Borsigs. 34-2 is their fastest tank. So I think we're okay, but I can't let the Borsigs get in the cap. That's the big one. Big issue. Not a ton of bushes. Sounds like they did mess with the management. I heard someone got fired. Uh-oh. Ow. Oh, fudge balls. The 34-2 went back. Yeah, it's over. I'm not too much in the loop either, but I heard about it. Someone got fired. I can't remember their official title or anything, but It happened. Well, that was an unfortunate match, but Berlin's kind of a rough map to play to begin with. I did not pen that second HE shell. Kind of figured. Alright. Moving on to the next one. So this is where the line gets its unique mechanic. It's been in the game for quite some time. Yeah, it's called Siege Mode. As you can see, the UDES 03 does not treat me very well, as I have a 32% win rate after 66 battles. I do not care for this thing, but it's not bad by any means. I just personally don't care for it. First of all, unlike its counterpart, the premium, the STRV S1, this one doesn't have its gun locked in place, and it is a lot thinner armor. This one can actually bounce rounds. If you bounce something off this, you're extremely lucky.
I'm in danger.
Damn, thanks for the sub, Minnie. I really appreciate it. It's been good goings on the subs lately. I super appreciate it. I forgot to raise my goal. Can I do that now? No? Damn. Anyway, continuing before I got distracted. So this thing has 390 alpha. It has 288 standard pen, which is fantastic. That is standard pen. That is not gold pen. I carry gold rounds. I don't think I ever have to use them. So you have 288 standard, 9.7 gun reload time, which is, I'd say, pretty appropriate. 14 degrees of gun depression. So this is where the stats are skewed. You'd need to look on Tanks GG. I can't pull it up because my computer would shit itself in a rage. But this is the most accurate tank in the game with the fast aim time when it's in siege mode. They don't have an option where I can turn siege mode on and look at it. But your aim time's phenomenal. Your accuracy's way better than 0.33. The gun's not locked in place. You can actually raise the gun by looking down in siege mode. And then your tank will elevate. I can show more later. You have 20 millimeters of armor all the way around, including the front, so you are paper thin. The slope does give you somewhat of an edge against smaller caliber guns, but don't count on it. I do have a mostly camo crew. I'm not fully trained, so I have 52.6% camo, which is insanity. And with binos, I have 447 view range. This thing's okay. I prefer the tier 8 premium, the tier 9 and 10, because they just have a little more armor. I think when I think about this line, especially when you get to 10, is the 10 can actually bounce things, and so can the 9, because of the slope. But with this, you might be able to bounce some scout rounds, but you bounce anything else, it's nothing short of a miracle. But it ain't a bad tank at all. As a matter of fact, it is a very popular tech tree tank. And with 288 standard pen with the big gun, I can't blame anyone. I forgot I had Vinnie Jones in here. So we're gonna do this, then we'll play the premium one. It doesn't matter how good or bad these matches are. Remember, Talkin Tanks is for the casual tanks player, so you get to see my games live and ugly. You get to see the good and the bad. It is what it is. So we activate siege mode, which takes 2 seconds to activate. As you can see, in siege mode, your speed's also lowered. Oh man, I knocked that tree down. That's not good. Oh, yes, and may I mention the shell velocity is almost 1400, which is fantastic. Moving in siege mode in the tier 8 one is Not gonna lie, kind of painful. It is super slow forwards and backwards. You will be shifting in and out of siege mode a lot. I'm not, because I'm kind of lazy. It's a little slow on that shot. Oof. Damn. That does not look like a fun place to snipe. As you can see, the gun doesn't stay attached to the, doesn't have any way to lock in, so if I wanted to look up, I can. If I want to look down, I can. That is also the very unique thing about this tank, is it's the only one in the entire game that really can do that. And it is nice. There is a German Tier 9 one you can get from Battle Pass that's similar, but this one can actually look down. The other one cannot. And really, this tank's all about patience. You have no armor. Your in siege mode, your mobility is poor. You can make plays. I personally don't recommend it, but to each their own, right? Damn it. Where do you think that G-Sor is? Do you think they return to their spot? I don't think so. I think they're like over here. Is Scout gonna bully that Scorpion? Really, dude? Really? So now I'm gonna exit siege mode because the game's almost over. And we are going to go see what damage we can scavenge up, because it is the end of the game and we played patiently, and it looks like the heavy team gets to reap the reward. Not so much us. I'm going to expose my side for a second. This thing's great. What I'd like to see is them spot that AMX again. I think I'd have a clean shot from here. So if I look down all the way, the back of my tank raises up. That's how a lot of people get weird shots in this thing. Looks like they're going in. Ooh, I can see them. What up, Gwyn? And that's the... Oh, wait. That's the UDES 03. I'd say not a bad game at all, considering I didn't expect it to go well. We didn't get a lot of our damage until the end of the game. I'm 110% okay with that, though. Very nice. Welcome, welcome, Gwyn. G-Win. Like a win. Alright. Not bad. I expected it to go much worse, but I will take my wins where I can get them. Solid tank. Top damage, which is funny because it took me all game to do any damage. Cool. So now, move on to the premium variant, the STRV S1. The Stridsvagen. So, I think this is just the better version, period. And mainly the armor is the better version. Same pen, almost exactly same pen. 8.4 load time. I mean, there's really not a... I think I can look further down in the UDES. This only has 11 degrees of gun depression, but in siege mode, that changes. DPM's a bit better on this one. I have 30 millimeters of armor all around, which is much better. This thing can actually bounce 90 millimeters and lower, which is not bad. It's a wedge. It's siege mode. Barrel is locked in place. You cannot look up or down like the UDES did with its barrel. Goes 50 forward, 45 backwards. It's another unique thing about this line. When they're out of siege mode, they go really fast backwards. Like the UDES can get up to 70, but goes 50 backwards. That's insanity. But in siege mode, you are obviously a lot slower. There are many ways to play these tanks. We'll have to get into that another time. So, my STRV S1 has 63.3% camo. This thing is invisible. I also have 472 view range with binos. This thing is... it's a beast. This thing's nowhere near as fast as the UDES 03, but it gets the job done. So, we're going to do a quick match in the premium one. Then we're going to move on to tier 9, which... really, the tanks from here are damn near all the same with only minor differences. DPM goes up, the caliber of guns stays the same, the alpha stays the same, the pen goes up a little bit, the armor goes up just a hair, but the line is the same all the way through pretty much, after you hit about tier 8. But it could mean everything. So I think what I'm going to do here... this is actually a horrible map that I'm terrible at making decisions on. I'm going to snipe for a bit. Oh, this guy's terrible at making decisions too. Kind of scared. They have a shit barn. I don't want them to fucking hit me. Like, if I were a shit barn, I think I'd blind fire over here. So another cool thing about siege mode is when you turn left and right, it's not like the like other tank destroyers. Your binos and camo net stay active until you actually move. Yeah, this is not good. It's very possible he just moved up the hill. Okay, he didn't. That's good. I guess I'm playing defense as much as I don't want to. Ooh. Oof. That hurt. Not me. Oh. And I low roll? I 390 alpha, I roll 348. Ugh, that's annoying. I'm glad the shit barn's on the other side of the map because I totally would have blind shot this as I announce it to the world. I totally would have blind shot this. Gets set on fire. And I hit every wrong key for the extinguisher because it scared the daylights out of me. Anyway, that's the STRV S1. Yeah. Yeah, that was terrible. Well played to him. He read my mind. I would have done it as a ship barn, but I don't know what a T30 was doing sitting back there. No auto extinguishers? I don't run them because I don't get caught on fire enough to run them. If I've caught on fire enough, I will run them. I think on most of my Chinese tanks, I actually do. Let me take a peek. No, I haven't played this one enough. Nope. Yeah, this one, BZ75, I caught on fire a lot. I run them. I believe my 5As have, yep, alternative loadouts to where they run them. It just depends on the tank. I think my T30... I don't run them because I wanted my reload to be good. So I switched and retrained them for a firefighting crew instead. Yeah, I don't find use for auto extinguishers often. I keep a bunch just in case, but I don't. There's not many tanks I can say, oh yeah, I get caught on fire all the time. I'm usually pretty fast about it. I hit 7 and 8 instead of 6 because it startled me, but this one catches on fire a lot. No, that's auto loaders almost by default. Run food. This has auto extinguisher, so I imagine I caught on fire a lot. It's just about on a tank by tank basis. I have to play it for a bit before I decide if I want to run them or not. Anyway, back to what we were doing. Off to tier 9. So yeah, the premium tier 8 was tragic. I know, but still, I just don't. It just doesn't happen often enough to me to find use for them. And that's the first time I've caught fire all stream. Yeah. And they don't get consumed unless you actually consume them, which is also nice. It's just I choose budget style. For this one, I run food, and I'm not sure why. I think it's because it turns tragically slow, if I remember correctly. Which means, let me see. It's without camo net. I'd almost rather have an IRM, and it's on sale. We're going to work with what we got. I'm kind of broke because I keep spending credits. So tier 9, we have the STRV 1030, which looks very much like the STRV S1. You have 390 alpha from tier 8 on, so there's that. You have 308 standard pen. You hardly are ever going to need gold rounds. If you're spamming gold on these, you need to learn to aim, because I'm assuming you don't know how. Or it better be a mouse or something, because I don't even think I need standard, or I don't think I need to leave standard rounds to pen a mouse. This thing is 308 standard pen. You couldn't ask for anything better. Gun loading, 6.8 seconds. I have 3,400 DPM. 11 degrees of gun depression again. This is very identical to the Tier 8 premium version. This time, you have 40 millimeter slant, which means you can block, if they're not spamming heat, you can block up to 120 millimeter and lower. Anything above 120 millimeters will go right through you. Obviously, you have the weak spot on top, the little cupola, and if they're spamming heat, it is going to go through you regardless. Or if you're facing like this, going down a slope, it'll go right through. But if you're facing them head on, it should ricochet. Keyword should. Same speed as the STRV S1. It goes 50 forwards, 45 backwards, which is fantastic. With the camo net, as you can see, not a very good crew, so I'm running about 42% camo, and with binos I have 506 view range, which isn't bad, and I'm also running food. And I think I'm running food because this thing it turns really bad, and I wanted every ounce of help I could get. So, and the Tier 10 is very similar to this one with a couple of minor upgrades. After this, I'll probably just take requests and just hang out. We'll see. I'm feeling alright. I had a cheese wedge once. I am now lactose intolerant. Okay, not a bad map. Matchups a little crazy with all the ELCs, but we'll make it work. I'm not a fan of this map. I don't like sniping, but I don't want to play up front because the E75 could kill me, the 257 could kill me, the BZ-176s, so all those tanks could overmatch me without trying. The Caliban, I think the only tank I'd stand up a chance against is the VK-45. So, definitely not going to be trying to brawl in this thing. Like, all those guns are much more than my armor can handle. Ugh, I hate even 90s. I don't even know what I actually want to do. That was less than ideal. I didn't expect a Borat to be there, but... Don't even know where I aimed that one. The BZs are sniping, which is unique. Ow! Well, I didn't realize my team played like a bunch of pussies, so... We had zero cover here, no eyes whatsoever, and I got sniped from out of render by a BZ-176. They have not moved. I literally got penned by out of render. Well, that's tragic, seeing that I never left the base. But that's what you have when you have shit scouts and a shit team. Probably should have taken off right after I fucking got lit the first time. I don't know where I would have gone, but... Well, I guess now I can take a look at next week. So, or what should be next week. I'm not making any promises. I think I'm due for a scout line. Let me I'm coming out of battle. We'll give the STRV its second shot, and then we'll just, if it's a bad match, it's a bad match. It wasn't meant to be. It does happen. I cannot control any of my team. So it happens. So yep, I'm due for a scout line. So let's see. I have a lot of Soviet scouts. What am I missing? I've done the Panzerwagen. I've done the AMX. So I think now it's time for the T100, right? I'm missing the A20 and the LTTB, which goes on track on July 5th, which I think the discount will be a little bit better. So I'm going to wait until July. So my next stream, depending on the days I work, may not be a Talkin Tanks one. It may just be me hanging out. So I can afford a better LTTB and credit grind some. I also need the A20, which I guess I'm missing the last gun on it. Well, that's all good and dandy. So we're just going to wait for the STRV. Next week will be the T1. Well, next Talkin Tanks will be T100 LT. And then I need recommendations for a medium line. There are so many mediums in the game. Is there anything I should climb up that anyone wants to see? I just bought the Pershing, so I could do the Patton. I don't think I've done the Patton line. I own all the tanks for that. Could also do E50, but I would need... Ooh, K91. That'd be an interesting one. I love the K91. I don't care for the 432. I like the 416. Don't care for the A44. The A43 is okay. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty solid line. I'll start that from tier 5, and then we can just get into it. I only need to purchase one more, so I'm with you, fodder. I love the K91. That thing is so much fun. Alright, so I got my next two, which will be both Soviet tanks. Interesting, interesting. Too often overlooked. I agree. I don't think it's like a meta tank or anything, but I think it can fight in the meta and be completely okay. I watched one get hull down on Heavy Road in Pearl River, and he took us all on. Like, we couldn't pen his turret to save our life. Even the cupola was too thick. And he just ate us alive because the DPM is so insane. While I wait, which I guess I don't have to anymore, I'm coming out of battle. Which I imagine is a overwhelming loss. Yeah. Yeah, that was insane. Their whole team did pretty good, all things considered. Yeah, he did spotting, so not bad. So, one more in the STRV 103. But yeah, so T100 LT and K91. You know what? I'm going to jot this down so I have some ideas for a bit. Oh, nope, that's not what I meant to do at all. On experimental equipment and where to use. I think experimental equipment is mainly for... I'm not the running expert on equipment, honestly. If you want to improve two areas of any tank you absolutely love or absolutely needs the upgrades is where I would use it. This is just filler talk while I get into my sniping position. because like I don't mess with a lot of equipment. I have a handful of bond pieces. I have a handful of experimental ones upgraded. I think I really only have one or two. And I think I use one on the mouse. And I think it gives me... It's the turbo, I think. Or is it the gun handling one? I'd have to look. I can get into that after I finish talking about this line. Ah, fuck. He peeked from right there. Oh my god. Okay, well. This tier 9 is, as per usual for me, treated me like shit, so I am out. I don't even know what the fuck spotted me. Make it a climbing menu. I don't understand what you mean. I've done the Swedish mediums. That was a fun one. I don't think it's uploaded yet because I wanted to edit a lot of that stuff out. But I did do a Swedish medium stream. Well, unfortunate to say, the STRV 1030 did not perform. I don't know what spotted me at that last bit. I must have been peeked out just enough for a scout to see me. Give me a second. I'm gonna take some. Oh, okay. I can do that right after this, honestly. See. Let's do a new one. Close this one. I'm going to take down notes on what I run so I don't forget. K91. I should do a heavy tank too, but if it's going to be a heavy tank, I want to pick it. So let's... Before I get into the STRV... Nope, let's finish this. So, Crown Jewel hopefully goes much better than the Tier 9 because the STRV 1030 provided nothing for me. It does work. It is good. I had bad RNG. I got killed basically in my spawn both games. It happens. Same with the STRV S1. At least I got like 3 shots off in that game. So, STRV 103B, Crown Jewel of the line. I run food because I wanted my DPM to get as high as possible. 390 Alpha, 308 Standard Pen. You really shouldn't ever use gold, but if you need to, I carry a handful just in case. I carry enough to take out a mouse. That is it. You're the most accurate tank in the game. This is what your dispersion and stuff is out of siege mode. So if it's 0.27 out of siege mode, just imagine how great it is in siege mode. In siege mode, the tier 10 actually is kind of nimble. I wouldn't say it's fast, but it is a lot quicker than its tier 9 and 8 counterparts. 1800 hit points, which is okay. You have 40 millimeters on the front, 30 around the side, but this time you have a spaced heat protection. This is a HE catcher thing. I forget what they're called off the top of my head, but it's this thing catches heat rounds basically. So if you're hull down proper, the only part of your tank that they can really pen is your cupola, unless you're exposing more. So if you're using siege mode right and you're looking straight at an enemy like this, more likely than not they will not pen you unless your lower plate's exposed. If you angle ever so slightly, they can overmatch your armor if their gun caliber is big enough, which only has to be 91 millimeters or higher, which at tier 10 is basically everybody. Mobility is basically the same. 50 forward, 45 backwards. You can turn pretty quickly at 37 degrees a second, 53% camo, while holding still, 35 on the move, and with binos I have 498 view range. It's a very solid tank. Crown jewel of it, though, is the 4200 DPM, and I'm only running a rammer in food and Brothers in Arms. 4200 DPM, that is I could dispatch a mouse in less than a minute. Like, it's crazy. So, let's get to it. Damn. You running vents, though? Are you running vents in like an bond rammer or something? Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't run vents anymore. I just feel like it's not worth it. It depends on the tank. In this case, I value my view range, my camo, and my DPM, but I don't value DPM above all else. Now, if you ask me about my T30, I value DPM above all else. I don't know why, I just do. This is an okay map. I'm not particularly a fan. We'll give this 2 goes, like almost every other tank, and call it good. Hopefully these don't end up like my tier 9 matches, because damn, bro. That was bad. Alright. Let's go. I hope I at least hit somebody, and that's why I got deleted. I should have known it was too typical of a spot, but I wasn't paying attention that they had a shit barn. Kerblap incoming. I really hope not. I would be so sad. No, no. The fuck are you doing? Why would you do that, you fucking twat? Let me swing as wide as possible. Like, he's 3 marked lion, though. Other than being common sense stupid, he's alright. Okay, so Progetto doesn't have a 120mm gun, so I actually might be able to stand quite the chance of blocking a lot of rounds. I have words for that FE. It's probably the same guy too. I also don't use directives a lot. I save them for Clan Wars. Damn, I wanted to hit his gun. No, he was low. There was no hitting him. I'm kind of going to make a risk and cross through here to see what we can see. That Leo will not see me. I'm just out of range for him. But maybe can start putting the pressure on the rest of the enemies. This match is honestly going a lot faster than I thought it would. I'm not ready for it. And a lot of the remaining tanks can overmatch me. How are my games going? They're going alright. They started really bad today, but that was before I got on stream, and since I've been on stream, they've been alright. Not great, not horrible. I've had a couple ace games. No, one ace game. One ace game. Really not happy about how I'm playing so far. Efrian, you want a smooch? I'll smooch you. Come here, you rat bastard. Ugh. Slowest duel to death in history. You ruined it, you bastard. It's funny how people think this tank is small. I went to the State of Tank Faction. Oh yeah, they're huge. I mean, it's still a tank. In game, I guess, objectively, they look small. But they're pretty big. Well, that match was a bit fast, but just shows you what it can do. That guy was struggling to find a way to pen me, but I was able to pen him just fine. So, better for me. Oh, you're at Bovington Tank Fest. Duh. Tigers are big too. Slightly jealous. Slightly jealous. I think we talked briefly. You live near Bovington, correct? You're like a former military dude? Yes? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, okay. So I have it right. Alright, one last match for today. STRV 103B. Hopefully the match is a little slower and allows me to do more. Really just depends on what's happening. I'm going to try something different. I usually like to get in the typical little sniper bush here, but it doesn't always work out for me. So I'm going to go up the hill and see what I can do. That's right. That's pretty cool, though. I'm not gonna lie. Fear not. And not dispelled all fancy. That's stupid cool, though. And one of these days I'll get to Bovington. That's like one of the things I have to do before I die. I have to see Bovington. I have to go to Tank Fest. I'm going to Aquino this year, so I get to see the largest NA North America tank thing, but I'd so much rather go to Bovington. But tanks are tanks. I've been to the Fort Benning tank restoration museum thing they have. The new one. That was sick. I got to see all sorts of tanks. Things I didn't even know I'd ever see. Okay. Mosey on up here. I saw that. That must have been so cool. Its name's called Spud, from the giant potato as it launches out of its barrel. The tree just fell. Was he lit? God damn it. I wasn't ready. Oh my god. Didn't even realize who was next to me. Get out of my way. I'm going. Come here, you bitch. You're costing me hit points, and I don't like it. Oh, damn. I got full spotting on a gorilla. I'll take it. I've already done great this game. I mean, obviously, I'd rather not die, but if I did, I wouldn't be super mad about it. What are you doing? Come here, you bastard. Is there someone right there? I don't think there's anyone right there. Ooh, I bounced a heat shell. That's that heat guard coming in clutch. I don't know if I'm actually still spotted or not, so I'm just going to get out of here. It's possible they're aiming at the center. Nah, that was still lit or something. Kind of pinned down here, but not the worst thing that could happen. I'm also just not able to... I'm not gauging correctly where everyone is. No! I got greedy. I got greedy. I'm still amazed at the FV45 and FV200 fire. I mean, it's certainly a way to do things. That is an amazing amount of explosives, and I love it. I think we lose this one, but I didn't have a bad game. I got greedy at the end there. I should not have gone for that VZ. But I did okay. I'm pretty happy with what I did. Why would you ignore that? I did like 5K combined, give or take. So... that's the STRV 103B line. An amazing tank. I'll have this uploaded soon, I hope. Until then, that's Talkin' Tanks.